Good morning, everyone. I realized when I looked at your um, activity boards to support students in communication that there were some things that I never showed you. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of a tutorial with our new Boardmaker 7 so that you can start making boards that look really nice. We work with a lot of students with autism who will notice any differentiation of your button sizes and your layout. So we want things to be consistent and neat, and also thinking about the location of our symbols. So do we want to keep like symbols on one side? So, you want to keep your I want to the left at the top, probably because that's how we read, right? We read from top to bottom, left to right. So you want it to be on the top left probably because that's how you start a sentence frequently, right? So you want the I or my to be on the left, and possibly thinking about the parts of speech, but maybe not. But trying to think about consistent symbol location is important too. So when you're putting together a board, we want to think about where are we always going to put some of this language so that students can learn that muscle memory and don't have to spend as much time searching around for the symbol that they're looking for. They know that it's always going to be in that position. But as far as keeping things consistent and pretty and neat, let's go ahead and look at our Boardmaker editor. I just selected a new blank project in the landscape mode. That means, as a preschool teacher, I would call it, hot dog way. So it's like kind of the long way. But so we go up here and we choose button. And then we're going to make our button on the page. Here's a good size button. That's our button. We're going to choose a button that's that shape. Okay. Then we go up to this spray tool, and you see there's 4 buttons there. What we can do is click on here, and oops, I didn't do it right. So let's try again. We can just pull that button out and we can fill the page with buttons that are evenly spaced and exactly the same size. And then we can click it again, we can pull them down, we can fill the whole page, and look at that, it's beautiful. That way everything's neat and we know how we want things to look. And we can change the alignment. So if we want to make this centered, we can do that. We can have things evenly spaced from the center. It doesn't really seem to be changing things to a grid. You can play around with this part. But what I wanted to show you is that you can just go ahead and fill this using your spray tool and just fill your page with however many buttons you want. Makes it a lot easier. So now here's our buttons. We want to fill them, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to select. Where does our symbols? Oh, click on symbols over here. So we want to choose a symbol. We can search the symbol library for what we're looking for, or we can go through some of these collections that are already divided up by certain things that you might be looking for, places, things related to school, descriptions, food and drink, very popular, animals. I'm a preschool teacher again, animals, very important, clothing, daily life. So let's go ahead through clothing. So say you're trying to create something about different clothing that you can choose to wear. We always want our students to be making choices so that they can build their autonomy and their self-efficacy and their self-advocacy, right? We want choices to happen. So I'm a female, I'll choose female clothing. So maybe we want to talk about what's appropriate to wear on a specific day. So we can take shorts and we can drag it and put it where we like it. Okay. We want to try and stick with the same level of iconicity, so you'll have learned that from your reading this week. For our symbols, just so that it's appealing to the eye. We don't want some things to be way more detailed and some to be more line drawings. So let's try and choose things that are on similar levels of iconicity, right? So here's a blouse. You know, not everybody calls it a blouse. I'm wearing a blouse today, obviously very floral and girly, but that looks like a shirt that could be for anyone. But some people do call a blouse a shirt for women, a blouse all times. Cardigan, one of my favorites, we can put it on here, right? And so we're going to have all these different things that we can put on here. Is this a choice board or is it a communication board? If it's a communication board, we definitely want to go to looking at core communication. So let's see, we'll go ahead and say I want a running nose. Is allergies a symbol we can put in here? Probably. And maybe we want to choose colors, right? So we can choose different, we can open the colors folder here and we can put different colors in here so that someone can make choices about their clothes. And so I'm going to choose all of these circles with the color in it rather than choosing different ones like these splat ones. I kind of like to use those sometimes for painting activities, but maybe, you know, we don't want to try and mix them. We want to try and have things as consistent as possible. Orange is my passion right now, so I'll put that in there. And so you see how I'm building this. Maybe we would put it is warm or cold or things like that, or weather in there, depending on the needs and the communication abilities of the person. And so, okay, so this is our board. We like it, maybe we don't like it, maybe we want to choose something that's from the web that's a little bit different. Sometimes we want to put actual pictures in. So, you know, say we want to put a picture of a real type of dog that someone has, or a specific place that we want to put the real picture in, or we can't find exactly what we're looking for. We can search for it in the web, on the web, and it'll give us different options, usually picture options, and so that's nice. We can also choose from your My Media, and so you may have photographs of different people or different students, different teachers that you want to use the actual photograph rather than a symbol for them, and you can go to your saved photographs on your computer, and you can put those in directly into your Boardmaker boards. You can also change the labels for things, so you can do that.